You start kind of feeling good about yourself when you start getting invitations to start to screen movies before they come out. That's what I had the opportunity to do when I was presented with Affection. Affection is a new sci-fi horror movie from writer and director BT Meza. I believe that's his name. Yes, BT Meza. It's starring Jessica Rauth, who you will remember from the Happy Death Day movies, along with Joseph Cross and Juliana Lane, who's a young lady in this movie. Anyways, spoilers are ahead. If you haven't seen it or don't want to know before you see it, because it came out limited run on the 8th and hasn't hit the big explosion of theaters. So to catch it is few and far between. I know this is after the date, but bear with me. Anyway, spoilers are ahead. Overall, here's a quick synopsis of the movie. A woman wakes up with no memory of who she is or of what's going on. Her memory is being reset, and she doesn't know why. All of this is taking place along in a farmhouse with her husband and daughter, who she doesn't recognize. She doesn't know what the hell this life is. And that's where we start kind of tumbling down this rabbit hole in which we find out that her husband and herself are in bodies of another couple. He is attempting to bring back his wife and daughter who are deceased. Their consciousness are part of a database of consciousness in this world, which we don't dive too much into the background of that, which is kind of a fault. But evidently here, we've got this whole network, like I said. Now, all these consciousnesses are backed up. The only thing is he doesn't know where it's at. It's lost in the system. So he's going through each one of these one by one, trying to find his wife and his daughter. He's found his daughter, but he hasn't found the wife. The wife, again, we've got her body, but we don't have a consciousness to go in there. And as the conscience starts realizing it doesn't belong in this body, there is a internal fight where it's rejecting it, and you start getting a lot of these sci-fi elements. It's really cool. What I dug about the movie is on the horror side, it makes you feel uneasy. There's always this cool perception of what's going on through Ellie's mind, and that's the consciousness that's in the body. It's Ellie. As she's going through trying to figure these things out, and as she's realizing this, and just the discovery of what's truly going on becomes unsettling from start to finish. You add on, not really jump scares. There's a little bit of gore, but it's not too crazy. It's actually pretty on point for the situations that happen, along with the sci-fi element. The sci-fi element, honestly, was very grounded, very rugged, very Fringe. It reminded me of the show Fringe. It also reminded me of like Looper in that very advanced, but looked very low-key, which I dug for this. The overall vibe is very indie horror. But the actress, Jessica, again, I thought she was great in Happy Death Day. She was great here, feeling all those emotions of confusion, of what's going on, of terror, of her needing to escape, like her resilience, and everything else just kind of cracking down around her. So back to the sci-fi element. The other gore that was there is the guy basically has to grow a new body. Bruce is his name. He has to grow a new body every time he inserts a new consciousness because it breaks down, and it's got to kill it and start over if it rejects the body, etc. So we get a really cool little fucking egg. It's not even an egg, but a flesh bag that grows into a human body. And there's a scene at the very end that's really, really cool. Jessica's coming out of this symbiotic bag. And it's, again, visual, but nothing over the top. I'd say the only steps that are missing for me to really make this go over the edge was a little background regarding how this technology came to be, the kind of world we're living in, because it is very isolated to this farm. and the family itself. And I think that's the only thing that doesn't work for me. But overall, the experience was awesome. I enjoyed it. I think it's definitely worth a watch if you're into horror, if you're into sci-fi. Um, Check it out as soon as you can. Let me know down below when you do, or if you have your thoughts on it. And until the next alert, I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. A lot of really good moments, really cool concepts, just missing that little oomph with a really cool twist here and there, and especially at the end. I dug it. Let's go. Till the next Lerman Nerds. Appreciate you.